Do you believe in the next 3 to 5 years, everyone will be using some sort of an AI? But here is the uncomfortable truth most people avoid. Most people will only ever use AI. Every major era in human history follows the same pattern. New technology emerges. Early adopters experiment. Infrastructure is built, and ecosystems are formed. The industrial age connected labor and machines. The electricity era connected power to every industry. The internet connected information and people. The cloud connected services and data. History does not repeat itself, but it always follows the same principle. Progress accelerates when systems are connected. AI is a foundational layer. We are now entering the AI era. Artificial intelligence is no longer a feature. It is no longer an application. AI is becoming a foundational layer across every industry. Healthcare, finance, education, manufacturing, government, entertainment. AI is not replacing industries. AI is embedding itself inside them. And embedding AI everywhere requires coordination, infrastructure, and capital. Right now, most founders and businesses are doing the same thing. They're building in isolation. They're solving problems alone. They're funding alone. They're marketing alone. They're fighting alone. And that's why most projects fail. Not because they lack ideas, but because they lack scale, trust, liquidity, community, and aligned ecosystems. The future does not belong to isolated projects. The future belongs to ecosystems that share resources, share technology, and share ownership. That is why Nevo exists. Nevo stands for Nova Evolution Value and Ownership. Nevo is a movement to gather like-minded project owners across different industries who want to adopt blockchain technology, scale faster through DAO communities, use Web3 and IoT to strengthen their industries, and bind together to share resources and reduce risk. Nevo exists to share technology instead of duplicating cost, share community instead of competing for attention, complement strengths and cover weaknesses, lower failure risk through collaboration, accelerate success through shared infrastructure, governance, and resource alignment. And most importantly, Nevo is built to empower true financial inclusion, so the public can participate in value creation inside industries that were previously closed. Nevo is not a single product. Nevo is a super ecosystem. But every ecosystem needs an execution engine. That engine is RightArm. RightArm has been building continuously since 2018, not in one market cycle, across multiple cycles, bull, bear, and recovery. Over the last 7 years, RightArm has incubated and supported more than 16 projects, built a global community of over 8 million members, activated 70,000 more active builders worldwide. And RightArm wasn't positioned in random projects. RightArm was early in iconic winners that the world now recognizes. Uniswap, BAYC, Yearn Finance, Chainlink, Aave, Polygon, Decentraland, Mana, Axie Infinity. Today, the ecosystem results remain visible. 10 projects connected to this journey sit within the top 100 coin market cap rankings, and 3 projects remain within the top 10 coin market cap rankings. That is not luck. That is vision plus execution. Every ecosystem needs leadership that can see what most people cannot see, especially before it becomes normal. Nevo is guided by Professor Dr. Jeffrey Gahn. He holds a PhD in international business, majoring in fintech from Harvard University, USA. But credentials are not the point. The point is the ability to spot potential before the world accepts it. Back in 2018, when the public only understood centralized exchanges, he went into the unknown, the world of decentralized exchanges. In 2018, he became one of the master node holders of Uniswap and led community members to stake their ETH early. Until today, the community still holds more than 30% of the Uniswap liquidity pool. That is what vision looks like. When people needed proof, we needed conviction. When people waited for safety, we built in uncertainty. And the same pattern repeated again. When NFTs were not understood, not recognized, and not respected, He led the community to build the NFT trend and rode the wave early, before it became mainstream. Some of his BAYC NFT was also sold as high as $2 million per piece. This is what Right Arm has always stood for. Spot the opportunity early, build the community early, position with conviction early, and execute until the world catches up. Since 2018, he have coached and guided more than 150,000 entrepreneurs to reach million-dollar outcomes through community building. And the community have built a global movement of over 8 million members. Now, in Web3, community is power. But the most powerful thing in Web3 is trust. That's why Philocial matters. Philocial is not just another social media platform. Philocial is a compliance-aligned, institution-ready ecosystem built for real engagement and real economic activity. Philocial, since December 12th, from a $1.4 billion company now, is a $4.8 billion evaluated company regulated in America. Its valuation was evaluated by Eaton Venture Services, the same evaluator for Pinterest, Coinbase, eBay, Weibo Corporation, Trump Media and Technology Group Corporation, and GameStop Corporation. But let me add the most important part. Philocial is also a gateway for data acquisition. Because social media is not only content. Social media is data. And in every era of community building, data is the most valuable asset. It measures engagement. It measures behavior. It measures trust. It measures identity and participation. Philocial becomes the ecosystem tool that allows Nevo communities and projects to build stronger engagement, stronger data intelligence, and stronger adoption. And Philocial did something even bigger. Philocial created the world's first philanthropy token, Philcoin. It launched and strengthened a global movement. Crypto for good cause, Alliance for Good, a movement that rewards participation with purpose. And it goes further than words. Philocial rewards every user with $20 to $30 worth of Philcoin for social engagement on the platform. Think about what that means. No social media platform like Facebook or Instagram pays you for your time. Philocial turns attention into inclusion. That is real financial inclusion. And when you combine trust, compliance, data intelligence, and tokenized incentive, you don't just have a platform, you have an adoption engine. And that adoption engine connects into real infrastructure. That is Phil AI, giving it higher level of accountability because it becomes verifiable, compliance-driven, and trust-building for institution and corporate collaboration. Phil AI is not an idea. Phil AI is not a roadmap promise. Phil AI is owned and governed by a Dubai-based company, ensuring international governance and operational discipline. Since June 2025, Phil AI has deployed 100,000 AI GPU machines. Real machines, real GPUs, real government electricity contracts, real operations. And Phil AI already has more than 10 companies subscribing to its AI cloud services, including 2 notable giants operating in Malaysia, Tencent Cloud and Alibaba Cloud. Now here's why Phil AI is different. Phil AI is the first AI infrastructure company that democratizes AI computing power through its proprietary control tower technology. This creates financial inclusion because now anyone can participate in AI computing value, not only megacorporations. AI computing becomes participatory infrastructure. And infrastructure at this level requires serious execution leadership. Phil AI is executed and operated by Brian Pillay, CEO of Phil AI. Brian is not a marketer. He's an operator and builder. He brought Stanton Technology and Agri from Malaysia into an international startup journey to a company with $100 million valuation. He led ventures across agritech, blockchain, wellness projects, and cross-border growth strategies across Asia, concentrated in India. He also promoted green tech energy for efficient cooling through Linear Corporation. And before entrepreneurship, he was an officer in the Singapore Armed Forces, also known as the father of mobile streaming and IPTV in Asia. Through Stanton Technologies, this is execution leadership. Vision starts movements. Execution keeps them alive. Now the participation and value alignment layer inside Philai is powered by PAI token. PAI token is not designed randomly. PAI token is built with the champion breed, a hybrid of the two most successful models in crypto history, Bitcoin and Ethereum. From Bitcoin, PAI token inherits scarcity, long-term mining structure, infrastructure-backed issuance. From Ethereum, PAI token inherits utility, ecosystem integration, usage-driven demand. Scarcity without utility stagnates. Utility without scarcity inflates. PAI token is engineered to balance both. PAI token total supply is 300 million, and it takes 33 years to be fully mined. During the first 3 years, yearly mining difficulty reduces by 25%. By November 11, 2028, a maximum of only 73 million PAI tokens will be in circulation. And this does not yet include other utilities, other demand sinks, and burning mechanisms. So scarcity is not a slogan. Scarcity is engineered. And now let me show you how demand is engineered. Nevo is not relying on hope. Nevo is designing a real onboarding engine. From 2026 to 2027, Nevo targets onboarding 30 to 50 real operating companies from different industries into the ecosystem. These are not empty startups. These are real businesses. Each company is targeted to raise around $10 million on average. And the structural rule is, on average, a minimum of 50% must be accepted in PAI tokens for incubation, scaling, and ecosystem participation. That means $5 million worth of PAI tokens demand per company. If Nevo onboards 50 companies, that is $250 million of structural PAI tokens demand. These companies sign agreements preventing the sale of PAI tokens into the open market. PAI tokens is locked into business usage, reducing circulating supply. This is not hope, this is structural demand engineering. And when demand is engineered while supply is limited, price do not negotiate. With rising demand and shrinking circulation, there is a strong market outlook that PAI tokens could reach USD 20 to 30 in 2026 or higher. Not because of hype, not because of speculation, but because infrastructure demand will peak. Supply will be constrained and ownership will matter. Now let's talk about how people participate. Philai offers both access and ownership. For ownership, P50 machine, 50 megahash AI computing power, 2,500 USDT. P100 machine, 100 megahash AI computing power, 5,000 USDT. Monthly hosting fee is $100, and this includes fire and theft insurance, maintenance of the machine, electricity subsidies cost, and operational management. But there is another option. Instead of paying $100 monthly in cash, you can stake 300 PIT tokens to waive the hosting fee for up to 12 months. And while staking, you also earn additional rewards through PIT tokens. So it's no longer just a cost. It becomes a strategy. You reduce cash outflow, support token scarcity, and generate additional yield at the same time. For flexible participation, you can also rent hash rate, $60 per mega hash. So whether you want to start small or start as an owner, you have a path. But understand this. Access lets you observe. Ownership lets you decide. Cycles do not wait. By the time certainty arrives, the best positions are already taken. After this video, some people will feel inspired and do nothing. Some will wait for confirmation. And there is only a smaller group or a decisive group of you that will act. Not because it is guaranteed, but because it is inevitable. Our advice is do not think like a user. Think like an owner. Do not ask what Philai can do for you right now, but ask what position you want when AI demand reaches its peak. Do not wait for the crowd, as the crowd is always late. Builders move before proof. If you believe in financial inclusion, shared ownership, ecosystem collaboration, and building wealth by building value, then this is your moment. Nevo aligns projects, right arm scales community, Philocial builds trust and data intelligence and powers crypto for good. Phil AI democratizes real AI infrastructure at scale. And PAI tokens ties it together with engineered scarcity and engineered demand. Don't just watch the future happen. Participate in it, build it, and own a piece of the value you help create. This is Nevo. This is Right Arm. This is Philocial. This is Phil AI. And this is how we share the future together. For more information, contact the person who shared you this video and thank him for letting you learn about this opportunity. If you think it's too complicated, please rewatch it a few more times to gain more knowledge. Thank you for your time.